In the news, Institute of Safety Professionals of Nigeria pushes for adoption of artificial intelligence at workplaces. Plus, Akwa Ibom State House of Assembly moves to regulate scrap metal business in the state. Hello, welcome to our news. My name is Utri Archibong with details of the headlines and other stories. This broadcast is coming to you live on Star Times channel 103 and our social media platforms, Facebook and YouTube. Achieving safety in workplaces and maintaining a healthy workforce is possible if organizations effectively deploy artificial intelligence in their services. This was the submission of stakeholders at a 3-day conference in Uyo put together by the Institute of Safety Professionals of Nigeria. Basayang Ekbenyong has the details.
The mention of artificial intelligence in workplaces send fears among employees who feel that this may lead to job loss. But the Institute of Safety Professionals of Nigeria, through its Uyo 2025 Professional Development Conference, is seeing it differently. The conference, organized in collaboration with the House Committee on Safety Standards and Regulations of the National Assembly, focuses on the theme, Safer Nigeria 2025 and beyond, leveraging AI and digitalization for enhanced occupational safety and health.
Looking at what is trending and where is the next generation going to, which is the artificial intelligence. Now, how can we bring it, domicile it now in Nigeria, then digitalize it to use it for our own benefits, especially in our profession, which is occupational safety and health. That is what we are looking at here. Now, as a unified president I have come, now I am bringing all the branches, about 17 or 18 branches in Nigeria. I'm bringing all of them together so we can all sit down and talk about safety, bring best safety practices to Nigeria, and ensure that we do only the right things, that we grow safety in this country, Nigeria.
If we leverage AI and digitalization wisely, we can reduce occupational injuries by 80%, save thousands of lives, and create a workforce that is not only productive, but protected and prosperous. Together, we can build a Nigeria where technology saves lives, data drives safety, and innovation secures our future.
Stakeholders emphasize on the need to embrace AI for a safer Nigeria.
The way forward for us is to see how we'll be able to drive this across, enforce, and we call on all security bodies and every enforcement agencies to join in this to make sure that Nigeria becomes safer, even as our team is a Safer Nigeria 2025 and beyond.
It's basically in terms of enlightenment and education to let people see the impact of an unsafe working environment on our productivity. And for us, the continuous work is that continuous engagement in championing safe working conditions in our industries, factories, all in different workplaces. And also thinking out of the box as to the safety initiatives that will work for the new economy that seems to be springing up.
You can't be a safety practitioner without being certified by ISPON. So that's one of the reasons why everybody that is practicing safety, especially working safety, must ensure that they are certified by ISPON.
The conference, which attracted participants from across the country, featured panel discussion, goodwill messages, as well as award presentation to some Nigerians for their outstanding contributions for a safer Nigeria. In Uyo, Abasenya Ekbenyong, NTA News.
And on legislative matters, a bill seeking to regulate scrap metal business in Akwa Ibom State has passed second reading in the State House of Assembly. The bill, sponsored by member representing Okobo State constituency, is to prohibit any individual or company from engaging in scrap metal business without obtaining a valid license from the Akwa Ibom State Environmental Protection and Waste Management Agency. Sika Okun has more.
The bill, titled A Law to Regulate the Business of Scrap Metal Dealers and Similar Goods and for Other Matters Connected Therewith, is sponsored by member representing Okobo State constituency, Pius Bassi. Mr. Bassi says the bill is to empower the agency to monitor, inspect, and where necessary, close down unlicensed scrap sites operating within the state. The law also mandates scrap dealers to verify the identity of suppliers, keep proper record of transactions, and display their licenses at all business locations.
By introducing a robust regulatory system to this bill, we are not only protecting public infrastructure and reduce crime, but we are also supporting the growth of a legitimate and sustainable scrap metal industry that contributes to environmental conservation and economic development.
Some lawmakers comment on the developments.
Scrap dealers continue criminal activities in a corridor that is linked to various issues mentioned, including theft, vandalism. A typical example, Mr. Speaker, is the new ring road constructed by the United Power Administration. Mr. Speaker, if you enter that road now, and I saw. This is because most of the county police find themselves in want of law to charge most of these scrap dealers. I'm believing that for my colleague to bring this law, the police will not have any excuse again.
If we don't set a legal framework to checkmate the activities, to ensure that they don't carry out criminal activities, to even ensure that we can pick from the 1.5 billion naira annual business that is in the scrap country. We can't do that without a legal framework.
The moment this is, the law is accepted, it will give a very legal framework that if you are not a registered member, you will not. And so if you see somebody on our street or nearby at home, you will have to know whether that person is registered.
I am totally in support of this very important bill. And regulating these scrap collectors will help us to make the criminal activities in our state.
The Speaker of Akwa Ibom State House of Assembly, Udemoto, commended the sponsor and co-sponsors of the bill and directed that the bill be sent to the House Committee on Environment for in-depth study.
For law to regulate the businesses of scrap metal dealers and similar goods and for other matters connected to the second time and Committee on Environment to go and work on this bill and report to this House in 1 month's time.
Nsikak Okon, NTA News.
We pause here for a break. The news continues shortly. Please stay.
Mind-blowing innovation in hospitality. Tastefully furnished rooms and apartments. Cozy restaurant with local and continental dishes. Exquisite bar, standard laundry and car wash. Free Wi-Fi and 24-hour spa and water supply. Feel the superior quality of hospitality and luxury as you unwind and relish the comfort of life. All at the Silver Luxury Hotel, managed by Joy Hymns Limited, Itiam Utep Street, Plot 100 Units L, with Housing Estates, Uyo, Akwa Ibom State. For inquiries and reservations, please call 0806 840 1220 or 0701 661 7341. The Silver Luxury Hotel, oasis of comfort.
Children's Summit 2025.
NTA Uyo, your dependable station, is organizing the 2025 Children's Summit, a speech-making event for pupils and students in both public and private schools.
The theme for this year's event is renewable energy, critical need for industrialization and sustainable development.
Date 23rd October 2025.
Venue Civil Service Auditorium, Idongaset Nkanga Secretariat, Uyo.
Time 10 a.m. prompt. Participating schools should register the programs department. We are grateful to Dr. Glory Edit, founder, Mary Slezak Akanfuglo Foundation. Most sponsors are welcome. For inquiry, call
Children's Summit, promoting healthy competition among school children.
Medical Background Conference 2025 is here again. Your compelling annual medical talk entitled Medical Background Conference returns to the city of Uyo with a bang. Predicated on the theme Sex, Health and Lifestyle, the program promises to explore the often ignored issues surrounding sexual health, life pattern and general wellness. Relatable speakers including Victory Edo, Akwa Wakpan, Happiness Brandon, and other health professionals will educate attendees free of charge on a wide range of matters that resonate with young folks and older people alike. Other features include free medical checkups and amazing discounted freebies such as affordable health insurance, vouchers for labs and hospitals, drugs discounts at verified pharmacies, as well as reduced prices on recommended tests. Date Saturday, October 11, 2025. Venue Hangers Event Hall, Abak Road, Uyo, Akwa Ibom State. Time 10 a.m. You may register now at www.medicalbackground.org.ng/register. For details, call or send a WhatsApp message to 0907 420 4320. Medical Background Conference 2025. Impactful, memorable, and life-changing. Make it a date.
Welcome back to our news, and now on security matters. The Nigerian Navy ship Victory has rescued 17 passengers who were kidnapped by suspected sea pirates along the Calabar-Oron maritime route, a major waterway linking Cross River and Akwa Ibom states. The victims were traveling aboard passenger boat operated by Sea Express Transport Company on the 25th of September 2025 when the pirates struck. The vessel, which had departed from Calabar to Oron, was reportedly carrying over 30 passengers at the time of the incident. The Inspector General of Police, Kayode Egbetokun, is commending President Bola Tinubu's renewed hope agenda as the Nigeria Police Force continues to witness investment in manpower, logistics and welfare towards building a more responsive and people-oriented police force. The IGP, represented by AIG Zone 6, made the declaration at the passing out parade ceremony of 2022-2023 Batch B recruits constable intake at the Police Training School, Odukbani, Cross River State. Paul has more.
The arrival of the special guest of honor, IGP Egbetokun, represented by AIG Zone 6, signals the commencement of the passing out parade of 2022-2023 Batch B intake recruit constables as he proceeds to review the parade. The IGP charges the 693 recruit constables from Cross River, Akwa Ibom, Rivers, Bayelsa and Benue states, having spent 6 months undergoing police basic training, including general police duty in protection of lives and property, ethical values, practical field operations, among others, to translate knowledge gained to better the society.
Thanking the President and Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of the Federal Republic, Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR, for making it possible for the recruitment exercise in this number of 10,000, another 10,000, and directing also for the injection of another 30,000 in a few years to come.
I urge you to serve the country selflessly and with discipline.
A disciplined policeman is always obedient, loyal, dedicated, hardworking, courteous, and smartly turned out.
Make yourself friendly to the communities where you are going to be deployed to.
Awards were presented to the best performing recruits in different categories.
The basic tenets of community policing.
In Calabar, Paul Abel, NTA News.
More commercials now. We come back for more reports. Please stay.
CY Best Electronics. Awesome, great, and indeed a finesse among the best quality electronics of all brands of television and smart television sets ranging from 19 to 66 inches, compact disc, DVD players, home theater sets, and soundbar music systems. What about extension wires and accessories, AV, HDMI, auxiliary cables, TV guard and surge protectors, wall brackets, DVD mounts, and wall shelves? These and more at CY Best Electronics, 30 Nepal Line, Uyo, Akwa Ibom State. For inquiries and order, please call 0803 599 7564, 0808 556 3469, or 0802 685 0027. CY Best Electronics. God is love.
Goodly Pearls Recovery Mandate presents Women's Magazine program entitled Her Voice, Her Strength. Join us as we share stories of resilience, courage, and triumph about women. It will x-ray women who are changing the world, women who have made and left legacies, iconic women with strengths and voices that translated to huge successes in our time. Join Dora Okwabasi on NTA Channel 12 Uyo as she presents the program Her Voice, Her Strength every Saturday 5:30 to 6:30 p.m. on Facebook and YouTube. Keep a date.
Roseville Hotel. Come, feel the luxury of our contemporary hotel. We offer lodging and accommodation. Stay at our deluxe executive and luxury suites for your comfort. Experience extravagant dining and delicious meals by expert chef. Lounge at our exquisite VIP bar. Enjoy 24-hour power supply with free Wi-Fi services. Our security system is top-notch to ensure your safety. Ample parking space and laundry services available. The ambience is serene to make your stay memorable. We are located at number 1 Julius Badger Road off House of Assembly Avenue, Uyo, Akwa Ibom State. For reservations, call 070-650-41139. Roseville Hotel, hospitality at its best.
You're welcome back, and now to the rest of our stories. Indigenous languages are a vital part of people's culture and identity. Despite its importance to any ethnic grouping, many individuals are struggling to speak their local languages, preferring English language or the pidgin version. With the story not different among young Nigerians, what could be reasons for this rising trend, and what likely implications lie in the future? Evelyn Badu Ekbo completes the story.
How many languages can you speak?
I am an Anang man from Ikodegbene. So I speak Anang. I speak Ibibio. I speak Efik. I was born in Calabar.
Studies reveal that Nigeria boasts of exceptional linguistic and ethnic diversity, with over 250 ethnic groups and a vast array of languages. From north to south, east to west, there are languages indigenous to the ethnic groupings. An indigenous language which is native to a particular region or mother tongue, which invariably the first language from mother to child, is an integral part of culture and tradition. But that seems to be facing a challenge in some homes, and that is a gradual decline. What are likely benefits?
Some time ago, I spoke with somebody about language, the benefit of language, and he was like, no. But 2 weeks ago, he called me and said that he has seen the benefit of speaking the language, because he was almost robbed. But when he said, Ngoro, in a language, they will kill me, and the other person said, oh, that's my brother, please let him, because that's the benefit of the language.
Thinking is done in mother tongue.
nobody thinks in English. You think in your native language. It's only your ability to understand maybe the lingua franca, like if you know it better, you can now express yourself better.
When you speak in your language, people around will not understand what you're saying. Sometimes you rebuke your child with your language. But if that child cannot understand what you're saying, it becomes a problem.
So how can speaking indigenous languages, especially the mother tongue, be achieved?
The parents at home should teach the children how to speak the language. For instance, they should help them to know how to call the names of things like pencil, udang, plates, usan, so that when they come to school, they will be able to cope and understand it perfectly.
So what government needs to do is to still encourage the learning, the teaching, and the use of these indigenous languages by making sure at the primary level they use it as the instructional code.
Observers express fears about dangers posed by the extinction of indigenous languages.
If the government strictly allows teachers to teach in Ibibio language or our cultural language, students will easily understand what they are being taught, because this enables free understanding during the lectures.
The policies of government have so much to do in protecting our languages. But today we can see that some government policies do not help matters. We know about the national policy on education, where the language of the immediate community has to be used as the educational language in the junior cadre, that's from the primary school. But government is not really doing that.
Inasmuch as some analysts put the blame on parents for failing to entrench communication via local languages with their wards, some parents support encouragement for younger generations to speak local languages as a way of preserving culture.
In Ibibio, a tree is called Eto. So anybody that looks at a tree now must first know that this is Eto before he now calls it a tree in English. So if you do not know your mother tongue, it will be difficult for you to be intelligent deep down. You will only be superficially intelligent. You will know a little bit of science and all those things, but if it's native wisdom, you may not really have.
The fate of indigenous languages hangs in the balance. Can we revive them to preserve our cultural identity? In Uyo, Evelyn Badu Epu, NTA News.
To end the news, another look at the major stories. Institute of Safety Professionals of Nigeria has called for adoption of artificial intelligence at workplaces. We also heard in the news that Akwa Ibom State House of Assembly has moved to regulate scrap metal business in the state. Thanks for being a part of our bulletin tonight. Next is news translation with Wisdom Jacob.
The Institute of Safety Professionals of Nigeria, AYM na ibe kawang bobo we the Artificial Intelligence Committee utum. Ufong bet stedemi Edward Adinam Yangbun ayon condemn ekrebu ke bo license by so mo nam bubera mo state. Okang ni song ida mbo ya ko member sa ni nembubre yumi. I mean kere wisdom check up. Mbarato de ekrebu ke ni ukbeme committee utum men song idem ko kemerido ekemeri krunen adieke mufautum kireket erta mpobo wedi on the Artificial Intelligence Committee utum amiero sembono wege tanki bempo usenita eke ufautum edion the Institute of Safety Professionals of Nigeria eke tumomi kuyu ya ikombo mito basenya ekbenyo
aina usenita ameboge koto Institute of Safety Professionals of Nigeria Ispon Kibibio Eketu Momikuyo Akedo Arinam Yak Monowo Kira Nigeria ni Fiorebanga Ukpeme Keiti Utum Ye Kenkan Kok Amoebanga Kenamutum Ami Akedo Akpani Wuriko Amen Taifio Kenkan Ukpeme Eketang Ebanga Kerinama ebogomi egediana kedie kama ufogutum ubambet kira Nigeria etum bonomi mana toro etat mewenyen kabanga usong nangekbekeme ayir pendaku kpeme obio keri namami emaibo kukpeme ado takpanpo ame nagante mewo kere kidat nyen Nigeria etenga yenese mana toru foro yenkori ari rok idiobio embonomi nko ikpege kere maino nti etok ebangari namami inyunge no monogwo ameke na mangwonda mkpo ino ukpono miku yo abasenya ekpenyong okombo NTA
Ufo tumbone kon edion kete Nigerian Navy emanyanga mbone kudo si parite ke mamo kini eke jo Calabar di Caron ado ngwanda usong ejo cross river di ka Akwa Ibom state ka fangmel bonami eke momomi eke to eke robum edion kete Sea Express Transport Company kusena fion edep mission ka fion September iswa sena kemi ejo Calabar di Caron bemiso mframi eke enam ja edion ke bomodo aga pong Calabar ami eke pong Calabar di Caron ema ben bonowo eke wakakan edep medu ke suru bomodo kangin bon di trembok mubre yomi ru tum pong ba sen kan ka do de temaki ko fen men bo mi tunyo tu tu nero